Hi folks. Now, it's come to my attention that a certain individual has made his way back to YouTube fame by getting arrested yet again. A certain sovereign citizen. The man, the myth, not the person, but the individual, the representative, and the agent, David Hall. If you're not familiar with the name, maybe this might.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, today I'm appearing as the agent and settler for David Hall.
Okay. Could you get Mr. Hall for me then?
That's right. He's back at it again. The same man that Judge Hurley played like a damn fiddle is back at it his old ways yet again. But let's see him get arrested for driving with no license and having active warrants out for his arrest. Shocker, I know. And see his sovereign citizen bullcrap script fail him yet again. But a quick channel announcement before we start. I noticed through the analytics a large number of you haven't subscribed yet. Please subscribe to the channel, and if you can, become a member. Because not only do both things help the channel grow, but it helps me out a lot. And it means the world to me. With that being said, let's enjoy today's video, shall we?
How you doing? What's your name?
I'm David, how are you?
David Hall? What's your last name?
Sure.
Sure you have
You're lying!
ID because you look just like the guy this is registered to. Are you gonna lie to me?
I'm not.
You don't have a license. Right? Am I right?
Shenanigans. I'm calling shenanigans. Your name is not David Shore, it's David Hall. Already you're trying to lie to the cops? Bad play on that one. Giving false ID while being stopped by the cops is a misdemeanor in the first degree, which will get you either a year in jail or a $1,000 fine, which I don't think a sovereign citizen can afford either one.
ID.
I have ID on me.
Why don't you have ID? Is this your vehicle?
Sir, I'm not going to answer any more questions. Have I committed a crime or...
Yeah, but you don't have a license.
Yes!
I ran the tag, it's you. I look at your picture,
Sir?
it's you don't have a license. It isn't the end of the world. It doesn't mean you're going to jail. I'm just trying to find, listen, if you don't have a license, you don't have a license. It's not the end of the world, right? Am I right or am I wrong?
Sir, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just not going to answer any more questions. Just because it could incriminate. It's just my right.
You're telling me you don't have to produce any identification.
I'm not saying that at all, sir.
Because if you're not
I'm just
telling
saying
me
I don't have one.
then what's your name? Tell me your name.
I just did, sir.
David what?
I've already stated that, sir.
I didn't hear what you said.
But I'm not going to state it again, sir. With all due respect, have I broken the law or caused
If you
harm to
don't
anyone?
have a license, you have broken the law.
Is there a claim against me, sir? Has somebody filed a claim?
How does that have to do with anything?
Because
The officer's right. What does that have to do with anything? Driving without a driver's license or a valid license in the state of Florida is a crime. It's also stating in the law that it is a second-degree misdemeanor punishable by a 60-day jail stint or a $500 fine. Plus, you have already given him a false name. That's another crime. And why are you giving him fake names? Could you have a active warrant or two? Let's find out.
I just want to know that have I caused any harm, and if I haven't, then why don't we just, just not trying to give you a hard time, sir. I don't have any identification on me.
Show me out with the 13 vehicle behind 941 Northeast 62nd Street.
May I be on my way, sir? I'm gonna just. If
No,
I haven't
you
broken
cannot
the law,
be on your way. Listen, I'm going to put you in restraints because I don't like the way you're acting. Don't act at anything silly.
Absolutely not, sir.
You understand me, sir?
Absolutely not.
Put your hand behind your back.
I'm not resisting at all.
I didn't say you were, but you're not telling me anything I need to know. This is your vehicle.
I'm on it right now, sir.
Is this your vehicle? You could be in that truck. Is that your truck?
I know, but you're asking me a question, and I'm saying I possess this vehicle.
Do you have any identification on you?
Can't go in my pockets, sir.
Well, you're probably going to be placed under arrest.
Can't go in my pockets.
I can if you've been placed under arrest
I'm just saying right now.
because you don't have a license.
Come here. Shut your stupid ass up.
Excuse me, Mr. Hall, or am I speaking to the representative or the agent or the individual? Whoever I'm speaking to. The sovereign citizen jackwagon in the room. You are being detained. He can do a Terry frisk. And since you've already broken 2 laws, he could search you. He could theoretically search you and take out your wallet. And if it's a bad search, guess what? You could hire a lawyer, which none of you guys ever do because you fall back on your sovereign citizen bullcrap. Or you could try to argue it here in the streets. I'd take option A if I was smart, but what would you?
I'm not saying I do or don't, sir. I'm just saying I don't have any identification. With all due respect.
Okay, well, with all due respect, when somebody else shows up here to keep an eye on you, I'm going to figure all this out.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Oh, you're doing your job. I
That's
appreciate
exactly right. And you're hindering me by doing my job.
It's not my intent.
Because you don't want to tell me anything. So effectively, you're resisting me. You're resisting the perfectly illegal questions that I'm allowed to ask anyone that drives down the street.
Forgive me, sir.
Boom. Roasted.
That's not my intent.
Well, it is your intent.
Please don't tell me what my intent is. I'm being it's not my intent.
I'm on the north side of the plaza. I guess it's probably northeast 62nd Street. Right now. Vehicle is 67 X-ray Charlie Mike, the black scooter.
I'm just traveling today, sir. Just traveling.
That's
Just
fine.
going from A to
We're all
B.
traveling.
I understand. But I'm
Do
not.
you have any warrants? I think you do.
In the business, we call this foreshadowing.
Sir,
I think you have a warrant.
I think I'm not going to answer any more questions.
You don't have to.
Thank you.
You don't have to answer any questions.
I will remain silent.
Because if you have a warrant, you're going to be placed under arrest. Am I correct or am I not correct?
I'm not
You don't have to answer anything. You don't want.
I don't know,
Then
sir.
just sit here and don't say anything because I'm going to figure it all out here briefly. Once another officer arrives, so I don't have to worry about you absconding from this traffic stop, which, in all intents and purposes, I think you would do.
That's your opinion.
That's why
sir.
you're in restraints.
I have no reason to be in restraints. I've given
Because
you no
you're not
reason to
telling
think
me
so.
anything.
But
You're going to
sir,
be placed under arrest because you're resisting
How
anyway.
could I flee from you? I'm standing here like on a scooter.
You're not standing, you're sitting.
Right? How could I flee?
I don't know. It's happened to me before.
Okay.
I've been doing this job for over 20 years,
I'm not
sir.
going to argue with you, sir. I know that you know how to do your job, and it's not for me to argue with that. I know you're doing your job, and I respect
I
that.
saw you over at the gas station. You drove on a public roadway, and now you're here. And
I
you're
drove
not even legally
privately.
parked. You stopped right here in the middle of a parking
I was
area.
turning around, sir. It was just about. I don't want to argue with you,
You don't
sir.
have to argue with me. When somebody, listen, just do me a favor, don't say anything, okay?
Then I'll just be silent, sir.
Okay,
Thank you.
perfect. I like that idea.
Thank you. If there's any claim,
I didn't think you were going to say anything. I
May
thought
I?
you were going to be quiet.
I was just going to speak, sir.
You told me you weren't going to say anything. Now you want to speak to me?
No, I said thank you for making the offer for me not to speak. I appreciated that. Thank you. But I will speak now. If there is any claim, well, can you present it so I can
I'm
examine?
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm going to present it once I've explained it to you twice. Once another officer arrives, and I don't have to worry about any chance of you trying to flee from this legal
you have
traffic
my
stop
word
where
as a
you
man?
did not. I don't have your word, sir.
I just gave it
You
to
won't
you.
even tell me your name.
I did give you my name.
What is it?
I gave you my first name, and that's what
Okay,
I go
that's
by.
all. That's all. That's the only name you were born with a first name.
That's all my mother named to me, sir, with all
Okay,
due respect.
well,
Shit.
we're gonna find out, sir.
My name is Private Property, sir.
Oh,
You serious?
Wow. Just wow. Private property? Is that the best you could come up with? I mean, I know they say you give them a fake name in your sovereign citizen script, but you can at least come up with something better, like something even original, like David Hall Obey, but private property? Not a good look, my man.
great.
Everything associated to the name.
I got to talk on the radio, okay?
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm gonna stand in the shade.
No, you're going to sit there until somebody else arrives. If I have to stand in the sun, unfortunately, you do too. I'm probably a little warmer than you. You see everything I'm wearing?
I meant no disrespect, sir.
Okay, well, you're just going to have to wait for a few minutes, okay? You're going to remain on this vehicle until the other officer arrives.
It's a vessel, sir, and if that's what you wish, I mean, you're the guy with the autonomy. I'm forced to do what you tell me to do, aren't I?
As of right now, you are. You're being detained during the course of this investigation. You don't want to tell me your
What
name
am I being investigated for?
because you don't have a license.
Where do we begin with this breakdown? I mean, first off, you're on your vessel. It's a scooter. And he's told you how many times what you're being charged with. You're being charged and investigated for driving without a license. If you would have had a license and just given it to him, on your way, no problem. But no, you have to play your sovereign citizen cards and, well, turn a molehill unto a mountain. But what can we expect from you guys? You're not the sharpest tool.
I think you have a warrant. And you won't tell me your name. The good thing is we have computers that tell us who people are. We watch this guy. His name's, I don't know. He won't tell me. He's just making stuff up. Private somebody or something.
Sir, I'm in cuffs. I'm going to stand right there in the shade if that's okay with you.
Let me wait on my partner. I'm just standing by, okay?
I got
Just
you.
wait.
I mean, just need
I'm not sure what happened. I'm just here, just standing by, okay?
His name is David Hall. David Hall does not have a license. No, it's suspension.
You want the helmet off your head? Do you want that off?
No, that's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
You're going to take it off here in a second.
Okay.
May I make a call and tell something I'm being detained?
No, not right now, sir.
He's a sovereign citizen. Which makes sense.
I've never said such a thing. I really don't understand what he's talking about.
Which makes perfect sense to me.
Sir, that's...
Oh, yep.
I'm not sure what's going on here.
This is Mr. Hall. Mr. Hall doesn't have a license.
Mr.
Told
Hall's
me his
99.
name was, I don't know what. But he has a warrant, I believe, which I haven't confirmed. But under the notes, it says he's a sovereign citizen. Just so you know.
Fantastic. I have no room to transport.
Oh, well, we'll figure that out.
Alright. I have like 9 million cases of freaking ammo in the back seat.
Who may I speak to? Are you in charge, sir?
As of now, I guess.
I'm just asking respectfully.
You can speak to me, man. What's up?
Thank you. May you call Mary Cinco at Broward Treasury, and she could help with this.
How could she help with this?
She's my trustee.
Your trustee? As in an overseer of financial means? Oh, are you one of those sovereign citizens who thinks there's a secret bank account tied to your name? Well, sadly, you can't call her now because you're not in booking, but you will be soon. So, you can call her there.
Huh?
You good there?
Good, brother.
All right, thank you.
She's your trustee?
Yes, sir.
What does that mean?
She just holds certain securities. Well, we can deal with that if what you wish. Is there a... I just don't understand why I'm being detained. I haven't caused any harm. I haven't... And nobody's made a claim against me. I'm not sure if you guys are making a claim. And I'm saying if there isn't any, then shouldn't I just be on my way?
You may have some warrants, sir. So if there's warrants for your arrest, then that would be the issue.
Warrant for arrest for who?
Well, this gentleman will explain it to you.
David Hall, as of right now, you have 3 warrants for your arrest.
Sir,
Stand up. We're going to
I don't
confirm them.
understand.
Stand up.
I haven't given you a name.
Yeah,
Sir,
well,
you can't go in my pocket, please. I don't consent.
I don't care. You don't have to.
For
You're
the
gonna be
record.
you don't have to consent at all. You're going to sit over here in the shade.
I have not given you my name.
I know, but you know what? We have photographs. Sit.
Okay, sir, but those... I haven't given
That's
you
not
my
you?
name.
Okay, well, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know when you were born and when you were arrested and what you've done, and that you are a sovereign citizen. And it doesn't
Those
mean
are
that you're above the law.
I never said any of those things, sir.
Well, that's...
No, but your performance in Judge Hurley's courtroom was memorable by a lot of people. I mean, that whole speech of you're separating the individual from the person and the corporation that is David Hall. Come on, man. All you sovereign citizens pull the same crap and it doesn't work. Just because you read some guru's words on the internet makes you think it's going to magically happen. It's not. What you're going to do is end up spending a lot of time in jail and paying a lot of legal fees.
It's fine, Mr. Hall.
Asked for a name, I gave you a name, and now you're making assumptions, sir. That's all. Why am I being detained?
He already explained to you.
I know, but it doesn't... I don't understand that. There aren't any charges.
I'm going to even show this to this deputy and ask if he thinks you are one and the same.
All right.
Is that David Hall?
Say that's David Hall.
That looks just like you, sir. And it looks like you here. And it looks like you here. Here. In the 7 times you have been arrested in the Broward County system, dating back to when you were age 35.
Sir?
That's you, sir. You don't have to look, but that's you. The vehicle is registered to you. That's how it shows that you don't have a license, Mr. Hall.
Is David. I don't know who you're talking about, Mr. Hall. Okay?
What's your last name then?
My name
Try to dispel
is David.
David. David what? Is it because you're a sovereign citizen? You don't think the rules of law apply to you? Is that what you're trying to tell me? That the rules don't apply to this gentleman or myself? Or in fact you? Is that what you're trying to say?
I never said that. You said that, sir.
Okay,
With all due respect.
I'm going to confirm these warrants.
Now, Mr. Hall goes into some more of his sovereign citizen bullcrap and tries to get some good advice from the sheriff's deputies, but he doesn't want to listen. So let's jump ahead to them confirming his warrants.
You know him?
Yes.
Let me talk to you a second.
Sean, don't say my name. Go.
What's his name? What's his last name? Hall?
I don't know his last name.
How do you know him?
So, he's a musician in town.
Is he a sovereign citizen?
I have no idea about that. He's a good guy. Whether he's crazy or not, he's a good guy.
But you don't know his last
I
name.
don't. He's not a drunk or anything.
That's his
like that.
scooter?
So, I'd assume so. He's a regular around the town. He's always lived here and everything like that. He's actually a good guy.
Well, he doesn't want to tell me his last name. He doesn't want to tell me
He
this.
believes in UFOs and aliens and all that. Too.
UFOs and aliens?
He's a good guy, though.
Well, I ain't saying he isn't, but you can't, yeah, when you've got numerous warrants and you don't want to tell me your name.
I have no idea about that. So.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, that guy's gonna probably go threaten that man.
Oh, well, thankfully we all have body cameras, sir.
May I speak to you?
You can speak to me.
May I stand up? I'm going to stand up, okay?
Well, you're going to have to because these guys are going to search your person because you're
I'll
being
be out.
placed
1,
under arrest.
2, 3. Thank you.
You're being placed under arrest for 3 different warrants. Pretty much all of them have to do with driving. This gentleman in here said he would take your property if you wanted to go with him. If not, your property is going to go with you to the Broward County Jail. You understand me, Mr. Hall?
Yes, well, sir, if you're addressing me as Mr. Hall, my name is David, if you would be so kind.
Okay, well, it's David Hall, and I'm going to call you by your given name, David Hall, Mr. Hall.
My given name is David, thank you.
And this isn't you who gets items from the government?
Sir, can you call the Sheriff Israel, please?
Okay, well, you can call him when you get to the jail because I don't have his personal number.
And there we have it. Our sovereign citizen friend is going to jail for his 3 active warrants, not to mention his 2 charges he'll be facing of driving without a license and giving false information to a law enforcement officer. I want to give a big thank you to Bama Mike for putting this video out there and allowing us to see it and use it. So if you would, please go to his channel. I'll put a link to his channel down below and give him a shout out and say I sent you there. With that all being said, if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Hit the notification bell, and I want to give a special big thanks to all of my channel members. Without you guys, I couldn't keep the channel going, so thank you. Be well, be safe, and I'll see you all next time.